Let me get my cup, shit. Alright. What's up with it? Hold on.
This ain't for the recording?
Yeah, this ain't the what's up with it though. What did that extra at? Oh, that's right here type shit. That motherfucker on the floor, alright.
That nigga said, alright.
Alright.
Oh, shit.
Alright. We here for episode 3. It's episode 3, episode 3.
Yup, episode 3.
Another Suburban Hood Niggas podcast, Suburban podcast, Hoodcast, excuse me. Got a special guest today, our nigga Lavon Watts.
Hey.
You know who I am, I'm G Bailey.
It's your boy, back episode 3.
And you know, man, we just came here to politic and talk that good old shit, man. How y'all week been going?
Yeah, for real, leave that shit down in the comments, man. We've been getting a lot of conversations going on about this podcast, like.
For real, and I appreciate it. I can't even lie to
Facts.
you know, me and my niggas support, man, it's just some shit, like I always say, we just always had this type of talk anyway. So we decided, man, look, let's go and put it on camera, let's let niggas get in on the shit that we talking about too, man. But how y'all niggas week been?
Man, that shit been cool, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just trying to stay blessed, stay, you know what I'm saying, on the right path, you know, typical type shit niggas say when they get asked that question.
Of course, working some more
Yeah,
shit.
you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. What about you, my guy?
I was on vacation and shit.
Hey,
Last week, so I'm back on vacation. I've been working and shit.
You working like a dog, man.
Like a dog, man, but it's alright.
I know they be missing when you gone, bro. You know you still run that motherfucker,
I
man.
cannot hide in that bitch. I've been trying.
That's what's up, man.
That's good.
Well, you know, shit, man. I feel like it's been a slow news week, but we got a couple of things to talk about when it comes to this rap and this hip hop culture and shit like that, man. I don't know if y'all seen it, but DJ Vlad had an interview with goddamn Yella Beezy.
Oh, yeah.
I saw pieces of that shit.
I seen it, bro. I'm not gonna lie, just speculating, it looked like Beezy kind of capping, bro. Like, the way he was just under, like, I don't want to talk about it. But
yeah, he was like, I don't know that.
But he really, it kind of seemed like he do want to talk about it. Like,
I feel like he wants to talk about it. I feel like he wants to talk about it in the right arena. But let me just catch y'all up to speed. So out here in that Dallas, man, we got a few rappers that's on. Everybody know that Yella Beezy is the biggest nigga in the city. We ain't never seen no shit like it. We may not never see no shit like it again, but right now we appreciating it. He represents Oak Cliff. We have another rapper by the name of MO3. He represents North Dallas. We ain't gonna talk about where he really from, but he claimed North Dallas, and everybody know the Yella Beezy guy shot at a few months ago. He ended up getting hit a few times and shit like that. And in the midst of that, Yella Beezy and MO3 already had a certain level of beef going on, I guess.
right.
So,
Matter of fact, I think it was really Mo3 versus Yella Beezy and Trap Boy Freddy. Like, beef with like all of them niggas.
On the cool. And Yella Beezy just recently did an interview with DJ Vlad. Shout out to DJ Vlad. And he was asked a question about Mo3. Nothing even specific, like he was just like, hey, you know, Mo3 is from Dallas too. And Yella Beezy got on there, who is that? Who are you talking about? I don't know who that is.
Right.
Come on now.
Nah, never heard of him. He from Dallas?
Where you say you from again?
Like, come on, bro.
Come on, bro. Everybody in the city know that Yella Beezy, Mo3, Trap Boy Freddy. You can't not talk about Trap Boy. And what's the nigga from Fort Worth again? Go Yayo?
Oh yeah, Go Yayo.
Go Yayo. They like the 4 most poppin' niggas in the city. Ain't no way in hell don't nobody know about them niggas from the city. Yella Beezy capping right now, bro. But why you think he capping about it though?
I think he's trying to make it seem like he keeping it like real street.
Right.
But I feel like he's trying to oversell it. Like everybody kind of says Yella Beezy shit go hard, but he more like a industry nigga.
He's a pop artist.
You got Mo3 who he rap, but he kind of more in the street a little bit.
Right.
And that's just from what I'm hearing from everybody that's from over there or from the city. You know what I'm saying? So
nah, that's real.
It kind of seemed like Yella Beezy might be trying to sell something, but I don't know. I don't know anything about it. But I mean, every time Mo3 gets called out for something, he kind of has some proof or whatever to be like, nah, I came over there. It was you doing this. Just like with this Yella Beezy situation, they were supposed to be doing the same show. And
you showed.
Yeah, at the last minute, Mo3 got taken off the show.
At the very last minute, like pulled up security, it's like you're not coming into our venue type shit.
Man,
right, that's like you gotta go in through the front door.
Yeah.
And I think that's fucked up because, I mean, the front runner on that show was Future. And on the cool, I can't lie, everybody at that arena, that size of arena, everybody was going to see Future. But the fact that it was like a city show with Future being the headliner, it would have been good to see Mo3. It would have been good to see Yella Beezy. It would have been good because you know Yella Beezy, he gonna bring out Trap Boy Freddy, he gonna bring out Go Yayo, he gonna bring out the whole city. But at the same time, rumor on the streets is that Yella Beezy got them people on the phone that said I ain't stepping into y'all venue unless you take this nigga off the show. And I just don't think that's for the sake of the city, I don't think that's right. But I also, like we talked about last week, I don't think it's okay for a nigga to be trying to claim your shooting if he didn't have nothing to do with it either. So maybe that's
right, that's what I'm saying. It's like both of them niggas is trying to perpetrate some shit that they don't really have going on.
Right.
But if you're not on the inside, you won't really know. So I try to stick to the music.
Right.
But since niggas keep putting this shit in front of us, you really don't have no choice but to look at it if you from out here.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? And then you got Mo3. He just dropped a diss song. I ain't gonna lie, I had to run that video back like 3 times.
A few times. You talking about the birthday cake and all that extra shit, or was it something else?
Nah, he just dropped one like yesterday, bro.
Oh,
he had like Yella Beezy in a chair, like talking to that nigga like straight up, like you know it's at Beezy. Like the other ones, he kind of like hinted towards and shit.
I had been on his IG, and I know he did post a picture of that nigga, and he was trying to call that nigga snitch and all this other type of shit. But I also know, like, right after Poker Leroy died, you know, the Instagram comedian, him and Yella Beezy had a little situation. And Yella Beezy, well, Poker Leroy was on some, we ain't gotta have no beef, we can do a charity fight.
Oh, you talking about Roy Lee?
Roy Lee.
Yeah, Poker Leroy is a rapper from out there. Yeah.
My bad. And excuse me for getting that wrong. Y'all niggas got similar names. Forgive me and God bless the dead. But the IG comedian was on some shit like, man, we ain't got to have no beef. We can square up. We can do what we do. And they ended up getting shot. He really got shot in his ass. But a blood
he died from a blood clot.
Yeah, the blood clot from that shot is what ultimately ended up killing Buddy. And rest in peace to him.
But that's what's crazy to me because it's like, bro just wanted to fade.
Right.
Like, he was like, bro, we can put some money up.
Right.
I'm just trying to hop in that bling because y'all niggas tried to backdoor me when we was at the club.
Straight up, man.
But that nigga didn't want, I don't think he really want that type of smoke. I think he just on some.
Yella Beezy or the other nigga?
Nah, I think Roy Lee was just a straight hood nigga. Like,
straight up.
He would have been with that shit, bro.
He's definitely a real deal Dallas nigga.
Yella Beezy, like, I feel like he ain't trying to box. You know what I'm saying? He want to either shoot or have some other niggas come handle his shit.
Well, you know, we talk about the DJ Vlad interview. I can't even front. You know, Yella Beezy's supposed to be a known Crip. When he got on the interview with DJ Vlad, he was kind of denouncing that Crip and shit too. And you hear him in the records always talking about Crip. So it just that Yella Beezy shit, I mean, you know, the truth always gonna come to light. You know, niggas can't hide under their facades all the time, but I mean, Yella Beezy makes some pretty good music, and I like that back end Beezy. I ain't really liked a whole lot of projects before then, but I love that back end Beezy. And
I fuck with the music. Like, all shit aside, I fuck with the music. But if you haven't heard that new Mo3, bro,
I need to go listen to
you gotta go listen to that.
I need to go listen to it.
Cause he on there giving the whole play in the song he made. The shit just fire, bro.
I'm gonna have to go fuck with it, man. I don't have no doubts in Mo3 because, like I always say from the beginning, when it was new Dallas rappers in the city, Mo3 really did have the streets. I really never heard of Yella Beezy until That's On Me, baby. I never heard really.
I heard about him a little bit before then. But like I said, Yella Beezy's cool, but if you're not really on that type of shit, you don't have to act like you on it.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Just be you, bro.
But he kind of did to get on, you know, like he was saying originally too. It was no street presence in Dallas. We had the road. We had niggas like the Sore Losers. We had niggas like ADD, and I mean, if you gonna take it all the way back, like even niggas like
Really, the biggest
but-
niggas Post Malone on the cool.
Yeah.
Of course. But you know, Post Malone don't even rep Grapevine or Urban or whatever the fuck he from. I ain't never heard him rep Dallas, so I can't really give him that.
I heard him say Dallas.
Yeah, I heard him say that.
And if he is putting on, if he is repping the city, it'd be nice to see him in the city putting on for niggas. And ain't nobody doing that the way that Yella Beezy, Trap Boy Freddy, ain't nobody doing it the way they doing it. So I would like to see I would like to see Yella Beezy and Trap Boy still prevail in the city, but you know, something gonna have to give between that Mo3 and that Yella Beezy beef. Even if they gotta get their shit together and they had like a peaceful show in the city where everybody pop out, this squad, this clique, everybody pop out and niggas shake hands. I would like to see some real deal unity in Dallas because Dallas is already a city to where I'm trying to put me and my mans on, so I don't give a fuck about you no way. So I would like to.
Niggas died though.
Well, yeah.
Niggas done already died in this shit.
Nah, for real.
So it ain't really no shaking back from that.
Niggas that died and got shot behind it, and it's just, you right about that. And even though the shot didn't kill Buddy, the repercussions of the shot is what ended up, you know what I'm saying, being
You know, Beezy got shot. So
that's what I'm saying. So, but at some point when niggas mature, niggas get a little older, Yella Beezy don't need Mo3. Mo3 might need that Yella Beezy feature right now. But it ain't
Mo3 does need that feature, and he getting it in the form of this clout ass shit that's going on right now.
I mean, that's like.
Don't nobody like the clout shit though. Like the clout
people
shit.
always use beef for like promoting their shit, and that's basically just like promoting their shit. He just dropped some new shit. Like, when's the last time Mo3 really dropped?
He said
Mo3 dropped not that long ago.
I mean, but yeah, it's not that long ago before that.
No, I'm talking about like not that long ago. He dropped the whole tape.
But that's real.
Nah, that's real.
Like he dropped the tape this year.
That's real. That's real, man. I don't know, man. I would just like to see some unity in Dallas, man. Dallas got too many motherfuckers in Dallas for it not to be the most popping rappers to have some type of unity. I understand it's been bloodshed and shit like that, but I do think at some point niggas gonna have to just dead that shit for the sake of the city, because I would love to see the city keep growing. I would hate for everybody to think of Dallas as a city to where it's a crab in a bucket, and realistically, it's a whole lot of niggas with talent in the city. It's a whole lot of niggas in the city with ideas and ways to make this shit bigger. I feel like we should definitely try to make it bigger at all costs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I really don't know what's up with the beef and shit out here. Like Dallas is known for that. Every other city is like, oh, let's get these niggas on. Dallas just like, I ain't fucking with that nigga. Like, shit, we over here, we don't know them niggas. Well, it's like real deal smoke in the city type shit.
I think it's because originally Dallas never had like a real voice. You had like the DOC, you had Vanilla Ice, and then you had nothing.
DSR.
What? Yeah, then you had nothing. Then you had DSR, but then DSR couldn't put the records out to keep the steam going. Their biggest record.
I mean, DSR was still going in Texas.
But their biggest record commercially, I remember seeing Caprice Music on Rap City and thinking like, nigga, we on. And Caprice Music wasn't the record when it dropped. Like, it just wasn't like, it wasn't big enough to get everybody else to pay attention. So even though I love Caprice Music as a city staple and shit like that, it wasn't even as big as my Dougie. You know what I'm saying? You got California niggas doing the Dougie and shit, but even with the Dougie nigga, he couldn't get no respect because even though he was at Big T for the video shoot and all of those shit, he had Dougie Fresh come out. It just, you know, Dallas really is on some street nigga shit. It's on some thorough nigga shit. It wasn't one of them records, and Buddy didn't present himself that way. Even with the niggas out the ag with the stanky leg, that's a huge record, but niggas in the D we ain't riding to the motherfucking stanky leg like, oh yeah, nigga, we gotta check for these niggas. Like, it ain't like that out here, bro.
Nah, nobody was looking at. I mean, that was the GS boys. Shout out to them though.
Shout out to them.
They went hard, like,
man.
I was hitting the stanky leg. You know
We all would. I still might hit that hoe in the club.
But I wasn't just, I'm not finna listen
My
to
younger days.
I never listened to none of the other songs. Like, I wouldn't know any of their songs, bro. But them niggas did have like a little Cali Park video.
Nah, they did
like
straight up. They was out. They was
Hey,
like
shout out to Jizz Boys.
Shout
You know
out
what
to
I'm saying?
them
Nigga fucking with y'all.
East Side,
Shit,
South
just
Side,
had one song though.
North and the West. But shit, man, while we on this beef subject, man, one thing I've been noticing with the rappers, not the niggas, but with the female rappers. Nicki trying to creep back in, bro. Nicki trying to creep back in.
Well, the thing about that, when you say that, it's like Nicki ain't trying to creep back in. Nicki been in.
True.
Nicki ain't never fell off.
The past couple years, Nicki been looking a little bit lesser than what she was.
Of course, but nobody has taken her throne.
Oh no, Cardi took that. I can't let you say that. Cardi.
Yeah.
And then, cause
Cardi, but hold on, wait, let's talk about it. Cardi ain't really been around long enough to solidify anything.
But Cardi came out the gate. Cardi
came
had
out the gate hard, but where is Cardi at right now?
Cardi had 2 mixtapes. Then she had Bodak Yellow, and Bodak Yellow shook the world.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. But
and then her album, that Invasion of Privacy, her album was harder than every Nicki album, bro. I never.
Hold on, that was harder than the Pink Print.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
I feel like Nicki Minaj be on too much goofy shit.
Nah, she got some bars sometimes, bro.
Sometimes she got bars, but
she got bars, but I feel like her approach to the game was wrong. I feel like she came in beefing with the biggest female artists at the time, and even though Lil' Kim was already past her prime, years past her prime, I feel like Nicki came into this shit on some fuck y'all hoe shit. I'm the hoe you need to talk about. And even when you talk about the 5-Star Chick remix, that's an incredible remix, and she did her thing. Of course, she led the verse, but led the song. But at the same time, I feel like with Nicki, she always on some these bitches my sons. And she expected that shit to be like that until she died. Nicki ain't never put out no song that you gonna ride to,
Well, nah, see, the thing about it is with rap, the difference, because you know they used to compare her to Beyonce. Like how Beyonce had the R&B shit for the ladies,
they was saying
Nicki had the rap shit for the females.
Right.
But if you look at it as a sport, rapping is more like football, R&B singing is more like basketball. Your career is not gonna be 20, 30 years.
Right.
Somebody gonna come along and shit on you like in the next 10, 15. Like,
nah, that's real, and I feel like that's where we at now. So if y'all don't know, I'm sure y'all know, Nicki and the hottest woman on the planet right now, Megan Thee Stallion. I be saying Megan, but I understand that the pronunciation is really Megan. So Megan Thee Stallion and goddamn Nicki Minaj had a live the other day, and during that live, I mean, I ain't gonna even talk about the live yet. Megan, I feel like Megan is the smartest female rapper in the game. Megan came into the game trying to make all these hoes her friends. Every female rapper, she like, nah, bitch, we in the club together. Nah, we in the same city. We gonna link
right,
up.
She politics. That's smart.
Yeah, she politics. That's the best way to put it. She politics. And she makes sure, it almost seems like she look at the mistakes of Nicki. She look at the mistakes of Cardi, and she's doing things the right way. Because every woman in the game
there ain't no
is
point in
begging.
beefing.
There's really no point.
But
also, hold on, in defense of Nicki, when she came in, it was a different time. It was a different era.
But Nicki was the only lady for so long.
Really?
Like, I can't really say that. I can't really say that. It was Nicki. You might can say Cash Doll. But they were really like the only two. And then you can say Rhapsody, but I don't know no women that listen to Rhapsody.
Who was she beefing with?
Who?
Yeah.
She was beefing with somebody. Papoose wife or something like that.
Oh, Remy Ma.
Yeah, Remy Ma had bars, you know what I'm saying?
But Remy Ma was fresh out the clink. So when you fresh out the clink and you've been quiet for 8 years because you've been out from the penitentiary, you ain't really had no clout coming out that shit. You ain't really had no clout coming out of it.
Not at all.
So if you ain't got no clout coming out of it, you can't really tell me nothing about what's going on right now because you don't know what's going on right now. You just getting a refresh your own life type shit. So the Nicki and Remy thing, to me, that was minuscule. I feel like both of them would have been more beneficial being friends. Same way I say about all these other niggas that be, the niggas that shot at Yella Beezy could have definitely benefited more being his partner. The Nicki and Remy shit, the whole New York love Remy Martin. I got real friends from New York and they love Remy Martin. They still feel like she better than a lot of niggas. Nicki and Remy coming together and making a record would have been could have been a whole lot better than Remy having to take the time. Remy having to take the time to had beef with Shorty, with Nicki, and I just think that shit dumb, bro. Like, that's why Megan Thee Stallion, shout out to that H, man, shout out to Texas in general, but I feel like, man, Megan Thee Stallion is the smartest female rapper in the game, bro. She's so smart, bro. Like, for you to try to make an alliance with every woman in the game, for you to take the time out your day, because let's not act like Megan Thee Stallion not popular. She's the most popular woman. For you to take time out your day and for you to do that live with Nicki Minaj, who every time Nicki put out a verse, niggas is on the fence. It's like a 70-30 split right now. 70, Nicki weak. The other 30 is we diehard fans, we Barbies, so we just love Nicki. For you to take time out your day to do that live, and then a whole hour plus you on that live, you bigging Nicki up, I feel like you the smartest bitch in the game. And excuse my mouth, but it's some hip hop shit, and we just speaking politics. I feel like she the smartest bitch in the game, dog.
I feel like they both have incredible talent, especially Nicki Minaj. Don't get me wrong, like when I say she's fucking goofy, but like with her approach and shit. But
when you say her approach, what you mean by that?
I mean like extra shit, but like that's like really young money. They don't really like. It's not really like serious usually with the with the delivery.
Yeah.
But it'd be dope. Like Nicki got bars for sure, but I feel like Megan Thee Stallion is definitely a better rapper, honestly.
She's a better rapper, but she's a better business person.
Yeah. And
when you speak on business, you know it's always, you never come at nobody on no business by now. Like, don't do me like that, nigga. Shit.
Nigga, we know you was fucking around with this shit.
Hey, I'm fucking around with it today, goddamn.
But hey, man, it's actually a couple female rappers out here that we don't talk about.
Talk to them.
Goddamn.
Asian dog.
Nah, not even, bro. It's these two rappers named Sensei Molly and Lil Brooke.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, they off the chain for real.
Put me on game, what they got going on?
Bro, they signed with Gutter TV, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is.
Hell yeah.
But we do a lot of shit around here, you know what I'm saying? And they just signed a deal with like Universal or some shit like that. They go hard, bro. They go hard for real.
Well, that's good to hear, bro, because you know, I love rap, I love hip hop, but
it's changing.
It's changing.
You gotta get with it.
Why can we just have a side conversation about why the women rappers going so much harder than the male rappers? Big Sean just put out 2 singles.
I feel like niggas talk too much about like female type shit.
Do you feel like Drake changed the game to the point to where niggas kind of have to rap about this shit? Because pre-Drake, even with Kanye being as big as he was, we talking 808 since when 808s when So Far Gone dropped. So as big as motherfucking 808s was, do you feel like rap niggas still had to have that
like
softness about them until pre-Drake?
I feel like there's more money in it. That's why.
Why? Because women are the biggest buyers in the game?
I mean, like,
if I support you versus your woman support you, your woman probably gonna go harder for you, for your cause, and I will type shit.
Bro, it's really Drake and Wayne though. Drake and Wayne showed niggas they can sing by throwing auto-tune on.
Right.
But now everybody want to be an R&B rapper.
Right. I agree with that.
I mean, that R&B should be going hard though.
I think the game pre-Drake. I'm straight on it. I think the game pre-Drake was a certain way, and I think Drake has, you know, Drake came out the gate with best I ever had.
Right.
But when you talk about Drake, you gotta talk about Fabulous too, because Fabulous was like the king of the girl records. Like Fabulous almost coined Fabulous, and even though they twins, Mace, niggas like that. They had it in a certain pocket to where you almost had to make songs about girls, but you still didn't because we had gangsta ass niggas. Like my favorite rappers, they girls song, even like Dolph, right? So Dolph and Kiko, I just put a project out the other day. The song that Dolph is pushing as his girl song is called Juicy, and it's about a bitch body. It don't have nothing to do with the bitch intimate. You know, I feel like niggas like Wale, Big Sean, all them soft ass rappers, and I ain't saying they soft in real life and don't take it that way, but all them soft ass rappers was talking to the girls. That's why I know so many girls that love Dom Kennedy, because when Dom was dropping, his songs wasn't really addressed to the niggas. 1997, had a soft beat, some nice rhymes, but he almost like talking to a girl the whole record type shit. So I don't know, bro.
I feel like Dom did it in an unsoft way though. You know what I'm saying?
He did
Dom
it in a chill ass way.
Singing like
he wasn't singing.
He went on there, you know, crying and like they're talking about I've been popping perks thinking about you all night and shit like that.
Right.
He knew niggas be singing that. Popping perks and getting fucked up. Right. Like hell no, I'm not trying to. I mean, those
are not rappers though. They don't even consider themselves as rappers.
Well, no, they do. But when you go look at their album on the DSPs they categorize as hip hop and rap. So if you categorize yourself as hip hop and rap, then for sure that's what it is. But I
honestly, I think other people pick the categories for them.
Well, of course, but Future, the Save Me EP is categorized as R&B. He's number one. He's number one on the R&B charts for 1,000 weeks.
He probably made sure he made that happen though.
But that's not an R&B album. It's 3 R&B records. It's 7 songs. It's 3 R&B records. It's 4 rap records.
But he probably like made sure he made that happen, or else they would have put it as a rap album.
For sure. But at the same time,
like they were trying to do with Lil Nas.
Yeah, but Lil Nas X, they didn't let him. The country is so solid. They still don't consider that. They still don't consider that record a country record.
It's a country record, but they didn't consider it a country record until they put Billy Ray Cyrus on it.
Right, but I'm saying for sure when that record dropped, it was a big conversation about is this really country? This song was just a parody song. They kept trying to sell that song as a weird style. What's that nigga Yankovic? Weird Al Yankovic. They kept trying to sell that song as a parody record. Like, nah, bro, you're not gonna do this young black man like that.
Right.
Like, it's a country record. It is. It has hip hop drums, but it's a country record. But God, the original question was that why do you think that the women are killing shit right now? Why do you think the women rappers are much harder than the male rappers?
Women rappers, it's been a change coming. It's been a change coming. This is like outside of rap too. A lot of men, like the roles are starting to change around a little bit. A lot of niggas ain't as stand up as they used to be.
You know we had this whole conversation last year. When niggas started, when it was a thing for niggas to have rompers on, a one piece, and niggas been rocking purses. I don't give a fuck how I'm into fashion, and I know y'all can't tell for these 3 episodes. I'm gonna start jumping. I'm gonna start getting fresh on y'all niggas on the cool. But I'm super into fashion. I don't care how hard the bag is. I'm not rocking no Chanel purse.
Yeah, no.
If they got the duffel version of this, and it's a duffel bag or it's a backpack, I might put that hoe on because I see something on it.
But I'm not wearing no satchel.
No satchel, bro.
Hey, listen, on God, I seen an old, 50-year-old black dude.
Come on, nah, don't tell me.
Bro, my nigga was feeler down, head to toe. Bro.
With the satchel?
With the motherfucking satchel.
See, and that's a problem.
He was like, hold on, I want to pay my bill.
That's not a problem.
I'm like, nigga, what?
Because you can do
but
that.
You got a coin
You can do that shit and you can still rap.
I never complain about the young niggas
Young
putting
Thug
up.
can rap. And he be doing all that shit.
Yeah, he can, but but we talking about where things just sit in society right now. You talking about men and women. I'm somewhere today, a bitch got on a meaner t-shirt than me. A t-shirt, baggy jeans, shirt tucked in, belt showing. No purse. When she had to pay,
bro, it's hot girl summer, bro.
Nah, but when the bitch had to pay, she pulled her money out of her back pocket. And you telling me my young nigga, let's just say my young nigga 21, he got to raise his little purse up and he got to, hold on please. And he got to scram through his bag.
But hold up, was that bitch dyking though?
Nah, not at all.
Just a regular
female, bro. Regular female. Well, I ain't gonna say regular, a straight female. It was a straight female. This wasn't a gay woman. This was a straight female. And then I was cool with the niggas putting the fanny packs across their chests. I'm like, okay, you usually go around your waist, okay, cool, like, whatever you want to change.
I've never been an accessories type person.
Me neither.
Accessories don't go together. Like, you a man, what you mean? I gotta get some accessories.
At most, my wallet gonna be fly. But
yeah.
I don't like none of that shit. Honestly, I don't like watches or none of that shit.
I gotta keep a watch on. I can't lie. That's cold. Like to me. Like, and I'm not
gonna lie. One thing I like is jewelry though. You know what I'm saying?
Me too, chains.
But I feel like, hey, our roots, our heritage, nigga, we supposed to be draped in gold.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to get a chain. I'm supposed to have a diamond watch, bro. That's what we like, bro.
That's what we into. Historically, that's how our people were brought over here. They was brought over here in shackles, but they had chains on the way. Don't get it twisted. But at the same time, I feel like the women are taking over because women are finally like you had the era back in the 30s when women started cutting their hair, wearing tennis shoes and all of those extra ass shit, wearing short skirts. I feel like now we're to a point to where if a woman wanna fuck, she gonna say, hey nigga, I'm ready to fuck. Like what you I'm not trying to keep watching this show, like what's up? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know a bitch don't never know what she wants to eat, but if she hungry, hey nigga, let's go get some food. I think women are to a point to where they so direct now that the niggas, we have been conditioned to always have to cater to, that the catering that's in the Bible and the submissiveness and all that extra ass shit that's in the Bible, I feel like women are finally to the point, nah nigga, I feel the same way you do. You got your nut, I want my nut too. What the fuck is you on? Why you get to fuck me for however long you fuck me and then you nut, but I still got to play with my clip when you go get the towel type shit. Why I got to go get the towel? Why I gotta go get the towel? Come on, nigga. You the one that made this mess. You need to go get the motherfucker. I feel like women are at that point, though. That's the only reason I'm saying all of that, because I feel like women are at that point. I'm tired.
I feel like it's just catching up, because really, versus men in society, like women have been like oppressed a little more.
Straight up.
More like shit.
That shit over with now.
But it's definitely over with. But now they're excelling. And
but I feel like women.
It's just they're excelling. Like that's real shit.
That's real. They're better at us at some shit.
They're graduating college at faster rates.
Nah, straight up.
The thing about it though is why women are like that is because like when you talking about with the Bible shit. Well, the household done changed so much since because usually the dad don't be around, bro.
Nah, straight up.
So they don't respect men like that.
Straight up.
So now they looking at you. They're not looking at you like a prize rib type situation.
Mm-hmm.
They looking at it like, man, all right, what's the nigga want? Like, yeah, you trying to fuck? Okay, cool. But I'm trying to see what else he got going on.
Straight up.
They're not looking at that nigga like.
And that's why
holier than thou type shit.
Even though a man wrote Act Up, and I know ladies, I know y'all love Act Up, but even though a man wrote Act Up, I feel like he had the right intentions. Real ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga. I think that's a real thing now though. I don't think it's I think even pre-song, because we all have experiences. So boy happens to be in a blessed situation where you have like a real deal household. But a lot of us, me and you in particular, we had children with women that we thought we might have had a certain type of feeling for, but as soon as the child got here, shit changed immediately. I don't need you, nigga. Right? I mean, am I wrong or?
I don't necessarily think it's always that, but I feel like it's the communicating between the man and woman, what the expectations are for a woman.
I feel like
that women have for men.
Straight up.
Sometimes can be ridiculous.
But yeah, I mean, women
not really like communicating.
Women always had to kind of struggle a little bit more, but they finally here. Like they finally made it to the barbecue type shit.
Right,
and they've been having to come with bars. They've been having to go hard.
Straight up.
So that's probably why Megan done sat back and studied the game. When she came out the gate, she knew what she had to do. Like I can't come in beefing. I'm gonna just go hard. She done linked up with Moneybag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's probably a power play too.
That's a good look.
You know what I'm saying? So she moving smart, and I really don't see her falling off anytime soon. It's really good to see a real female artist. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
That's like a rapper. Like she not out here on no gimmick shit.
She not.
She just going in. So
and
I'm rocking with it. Like I said, you're not gonna catch me riding down the street just bumping that shit, but I still respect it. I'ma still listen to it.
Some of that shit hard.
Straight up. And I feel like Megan gets a chance to win because she's not just appealing to the girls, she's appealing to the guys.
Right. That's why I feel like Megan and Cardi B kind of have the upper hand on Nicki Minaj because they can appeal to everybody.
It ain't no kind at this point because
they definitely can. They definitely can appeal to everybody more.
you know, Nicki was always able to live on her bars. Niggas respected Nicki because that monster verse was just so cold. You know what I'm saying? Niggas respected Nicki because her verses on Drake records and whatever else was just so cold. But Megan Thee Stallion, realistically, honestly, to me, she's winning because not only is the music hard to the niggas, but she's conveying a message to the women that, nah, bitch, go get your bag too. Nah, bitch, go do your thing too. Like, nah, like, I mean, I'm in my bag. I'm doing my thing, but I'm in this bag too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a little bit of, it's a lot of boss talking, and I feel like women deserve, that's why the women love Lil' Kim so much back in the 90s. She's a fucking boss. I feel like even though Nicki spit the shit she spit, she was always, me drinking Wayne, Nicki drinking Wayne, the three-headed snake. I still gotta depend on these niggas. Megan just like, nah, bitch, I'm in my bag. I'm in this bag too, but just know I got my shit together, and I ain't spending mine, I'm spending his. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, since we was on Drake, I mean, you know, that new Ross and Drake record came out.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? I know y'all was fucking with that. That shit was
Oh
classic.
yeah, that shit was dope. I heard that. Yeah.
You know, we broke that shit on the cool. We broke that shit together, and like Drake did his thing, man. I think Drake.
I feel like Drake always does his thing.
Maybe like 85% of the time.
I feel like Scorpion was pretty weak.
You thought Scorpion was weak?
I feel like that was definitely his weak.
I thought Views was weak, but I thought Scorpion was like the perfect.
Listen,
I feel like
Scorpion is way better than More Life.
Well, nah, for sure. More life and the shit that Meek, that whole Meek beef, whatever the name of that mixtape was, they just was labeled as like playlists and mixtapes. So they weren't supposed to be labeled official Drake albums.
You talking about if you read this, it's too late?
Yes.
That was a playlist, right?
Yeah, that's how they marketed it. That's an album. That's my favorite Drake
That shit
album.
was hard, bro.
Yeah, that's my favorite Drake album. But you right, man. Like that Ross and that Drake is hard. You know, Port of Miami 2 finna drop.
That shit on the way. I'm excited.
On the 9th.
I'm a big Rick Ross fan.
Me too.
Matter of fact, man, we gotta get into some Ross. Like, a lot of niggas sleep on him. I don't know if the new generation is in tune with bruh.
Right.
But I feel like if you a 90s baby or even an 80s baby, you fucking with Ross. Like, ever since Every Day I'm Hustling, all the way up until now, I don't think he's ever dropped a dud album.
Nah,
Like,
his albums always say one.
They got some niggas called Port of Miami 1 and Teflon Don, like
Classic.
5-star classic albums. Like, I done heard niggas say they like Teflon Don better than Nas' first album. Like, which is crazy as fuck.
That's when you get into generational gaps. I feel like Rick Ross came in right around that time. Rap was starting to change. You had Jeezy drop. T.I. was like the forerunner from Atlanta. I can't lie. But then you had Jeezy drop. You had Ross drop right after that. And it's just like, you know, honestly, Ross is the only one of them niggas that's standing the test of time.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Like, we excited about the Ross album.
Gucci.
Meek hanging in there.
Yeah, but we talk. I'm just talking about from that time. I ain't talking about Meek and all the branch offs. And Gucci is hanging on, but Gucci did something that Jeezy could never do, and that's just address the nigga.
Jeezy fell all the way off. I'm like, bro. Yeah, I see him now, and I'm like, you made Trap or Die one, bro.
Yeah, like how the 10-101, yo, like nah, what? You ain't. I agree with you, bro. But on the Ross subject, I feel like Ross was able to do something that the thing that made Megan Thee Stallion smart as fuck to me is the same thing that made Ross smart as fuck to me. Ross understood that he was a businessman first and that he had to get to certain lengths, but Ross always stayed in tune because he always had a young nigga around him telling him what was going on right now. Ross might not have been in the street shaking niggas' hands, but he definitely always had his ear to the streets, and I think that's what made Ross a better artist. That's why we excited about it today. No, I don't think that the young niggas, 19 to 25, I guess is a good age group to say. I don't think that they understand the magnitude of Ross, but I do think that Ross is kind of like a modern day Nas or something like that.
Bro, Ross is definitely, you know, him and Jay-Z click tight.
Of course.
So there's a reason for that. And honestly, I feel like Ross done changed the game a couple times.
A few times.
I remember when he dropped that, what was it, that Rich Forever mixtape?
Oh my God.
Before God Forgives, I Don't.
Oh my God.
Bro, the way he used to, like, he would drop a mixtape and then dropped his album like a couple months later. He did that for like 2-3 years.
Bro, I remember when Albert Anastasia dropped. Albert Anastasia is the mixtape. It was like 10 songs, but it had BMF and it had MC Hammer on it. And you know what the fuck BMF did. Like, and then for you to be smart enough to, on an album version, I'm gonna have Gucci and Gucci running the streets at that time. I'm gonna have Gucci on the MC Hammer remix that's gonna be on my album. Ross just,
and that beat was hard.
It was, man. Ross just always got to get to the streets because Rich Forever was like 20 records.
And it was a mixtape. That was what he didn't want to put on the album, bro. That shit was so hard, bro.
Come on, man. Come on. I think
that
Port
shit
Miami
was so
too.
hard.
I like Ross' album that dropped in 2017, that Rather You Than Me.
Yeah.
Every time Ross drops some shit, I'm on it. I just fuck with Ross. I think he's the best rapper. I feel like he got the best beat selection. He does everything better than all these niggas. But at the same time, Port of Miami 2 is gonna slap niggas in the face because
they're not looking for it.
They not, and
they're not believing the shit.
They not, and I think Ross always give you his weakest records first. I don't think Ross is the type of nigga to give you, of course, doing BMF and shit like that because he had to.
That was before he was on.
Right.
Those records got him on, like really on.
And that's why I think from then on, like, he nigga can't hold me back.
What was the last Ross shit y'all heard?
Well, I mean, he put a freestyle out a few months ago, but he put out a Green Gucci suit last year. He put out
I think he put out an album.
Nah, he ain't had no album.
That was 2017 he put out.
That was Rather You Than Me in 2017. And even that, I hated that trap record. But when the album dropped, I was like, damn, Rob, this what you got for me?
Yeah.
Like, I think she liked me with Ty Dolla $ign. That was harder than the trap was. That was like Ross and his vibe.
Whatever song he was like, I tried to tell Meek about Nicki. I forgot what song it was, but.
And that was the intro. I told Meek I wouldn't trust Nicki. Instead of beefing with your dog, just give him some distance. That's real.
That was the realest line. Like, see, Rick Ross don't need all them little bar like metaphor. You gotta really rewind it back.
You don't talk
like, man, ain't nobody like a nigga like me. I'm not trying to hear all that and be like, let me go back and study. Oh man, 2 years later, he really said this and meant that. Right. I just want a nigga that's gonna say
that's what you doing on Nas album. You ain't gotta do that on the Ross album.
No, and I'm not trying to.
But it's the same theory that you said about Money Man versus Drake. Money Man versus Future. To where you said Future is gonna harp on his hardest line. And that's gonna be the basis of the song. Money Man is gonna keep hitting you with lines. Back to back to back. I don't care if you catch it right now, because the third time you hear this motherfucker, the song only 2:30. So the second time you hear this motherfucker, you don't catch on everything I'm saying. You're gonna play it a third or fourth time because what I'm saying is the truth. I feel like Ross has always had the gift of just, I'm not finna hit you with 1,000 punchlines like Cassidy, but I'm finna hit you with the truth. And I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna keep hitting you with the truth.
That's how you rap.
Truth.
That's how you rap. That's real shit.
Yeah, but formulas and shit like that make you feel like you do kind of have to harp on. If I'm talking about rollies, I'm just gonna talk about rollies.
I mean, that's the difference between rapping and singing.
Yeah, but you know the R&B aspect is really running rap. That's what
the shit the switch. Yeah, that's the thing about Ross. He ain't never tried to do no R&B album.
Nah,
he gonna get somebody on. That's what I like about him, bro. These niggas be trying to do everything themselves.
Right. Like,
I'm gonna just sing the hook and I'm gonna do the verse. And like, nah, Ross will be like, man, I can hear K. Michelle on this, and then go get her for the record.
And I'm write it,
really
and then
put
I'm
some shit together though. Like when you put an album together, that's why y'all niggas be scared to put an album out.
Straight up. That's why
when you put that album out, that shit gotta be put together correctly. You gotta have the features right, the beats gotta be right, the story from A to B gotta be right. Y'all niggas live safe putting out a mixtape where you just trapping on every song. Right. And you can get away with that because it's like, it's just a mixtape. He just gave us the songs he was working on. Right. But if a nigga had to commit to putting that actual studio album out, that's why niggas don't want to do it.
But that's why Future's trilogy, even though it's a lot of great songs, it's not better than DS2.
What trilogy?
The Monster, Beast Mode, 56 Nights that led up to DS2. The reason why we still can play DS2 from top to bottom is because that was his studio effort. He may have labeled that other shit as a mixtape, but his 3 mixtapes will still be hard as shit. Like, it was the hard. He didn't say, I'm gonna just give you throwaways. And that's what made Rich Forever as good as it was. Ross gave you 20 great records. If we put that motherfucker on right now, it's still gonna feel the same way it did 2011, 2012.
The exact same way.
So I think that Port of Miami 2, even though on a personal, I wish it would have been called Triller 2, because if I'm looking at his discography, Every Day I'm Hustling is kind of like Port of Miami, but I'm the Boss with T-Pain and all them other records he had around Triller. Red Monkey shorts, or Red Monkey, Japanese denim, money stuff denim with fucking Manny Fresh and all that shit. I feel like that shit is what made me love Ross today. I would have loved Triller 2, but for him to make this Port of Miami 2, I think it's gonna be the best shit in the streets.
No, for sure.
Outside of that Dolphin
What do you think is his Nah, that's gonna knock that Dolphin Key Glock out.
You think so?
Yeah, bro.
Nigga, I've been listening to that shit.
A lot of niggas gonna, that shit make you wanna eat and make you wanna get money. It do what it's supposed to do. When we talking about just classical music,
right? No,
putting some shit together, them niggas just hear a beat and get on like, you know, fucking around.
Right.
And the shit go hard.
Can we have a sidebar right quick?
Together.
Can we have just like a small sidebar? We don't even have to go deep into it. But you know, Dolph has not put out a bad album since fucking King of Memphis. Dolph has not put out anything bad since King of Memphis, bro.
I mean, Dolph ain't trash by any means. Dolph really is the coldest in Memphis.
The underground rappers that's mainstream, cause you know it's a different, like Gotti ain't Wayne, but Gotti and Wayne may jump on the same song. The underground poppin' niggas, bro, they talking about Dolphin Key Glock album finna do 50,000 the first week. That means that this is his biggest selling project in his whole history. But Dolph,
50,000.
I know that's terrible today, but you gotta multiply 50,000 by 1,200, and then you get an understanding of how many people actually heard it, how many people actually pressed play on it. Bruh, that is fucking incredible. Dolph and okay, so when 100 Bullets, Bulletproof, I'm sorry. Bulletproof dropped, and then Yo Gotti dropped at the same time. I forget the name of that album. I'm not really a Gotti fan.
And that's how you know Young Dolph shitted on him, bro.
But
Bulletproof was hard, bro.
And Dolph only did 25, but he outsold Yo Gotti, and Yo Gotti had a song with Nicki Minaj on the radio playing every 3 minutes at the time. And he still outsold Gotti. Dolph may actually be, outside of Ross and the bigger names, he might be the best Southern rapper in the game right now.
Oh shit. Nah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know about all that, bro.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
As him as the best rapper in the South?
He only raps. That's why I'm saying that. Not because technically this and that and the original rap theories and shit like that, but like as far as a nigga that just only rap, and you ain't dropped a bad album since King of Memphis, and King of Memphis was 2015, 16.
I mean, I fuck with Dolph, but you know, I'm locked in with Money Man, so
I get that.
It ain't no way I can say Dolph is harder than Money Man.
Well, Money Man, I just feel like Dolph is getting, Money Man is still like in an introductory part of his career.
Money Man can really fall off right now if he's not careful.
He's at that point. Honestly, that album was only subpar, and even though I think it's hard, I think it was only on a global level, it was subpar. He really owes us he don't owe us shit. He really owes us a tape right now. We need 9 Rings of that heat right now.
Because the thing is that 6 Hours 2, the one with Proud on
right.
That motherfucker was a classic. That shit slapped from A to Z. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying.
But he didn't. That other one, I can't really rock with it like that, bro.
I'm bumping his album way more than I thought I would on the cool, and I feel like I heard all the other shit too, thanks to you. I heard all the other shit, but that album with them 22 records ain't hit as hard as, like you said, 6 Hours Part 2 and all that shit.
Right. But not to get too far off the topic, like to go back to Ross.
Yeah,
I just want to know what's your favorite album from Ross? Like, what's y'all's favorite album?
My favorite album from Ross is Deeper Than Rap. That's when Maybach Music 3. That's when he was kind of engulfed in that beef with 50. It was right around that time. It was 09. This was when rap was changing. But Ross had a record on there. You think you can pull up the track list? Ross had a record on there when he was talking about Trick Daddy. He was just talking about some real Miami, Florida shit. And I'm like, okay, Ross, you got me. Like, that was the one that said, you got me. BMF was just like, Albert Anastasia and BMF was just like the icing on the cake.
Right.
Because Teflon Don is his classic, but to me, Deeper Than Rap was the one. He had shit like Cigar Music, and like, it was just so many good records.
Man, I really ain't like listen to Ross in a minute, because I like listen to him so much. But
right.
I'd probably have to say God Forgives.
My nigga, bro. Hey,
God Forgives and I Don't?
Yeah, bro.
That's my favorite album too.
Okay, tell me why.
Listen, front to back, it's a classic. All the way from the album cover, my nigga, to when you first put that CD
The
in,
Three Kings.
the way he was just standing on that, like, you know, he elevated his game. Like, that's when he was a boss.
Nah, straight up.
Before that, he was Rick Ross, an artist. When he drops God Forgives, bro, that's when he turned into a boss.
Nah,
That's how I feel. And he gave me so many player vibes, bro, from Presidential, bro.
Oh, wow.
He had that little pirate song.
Yeah.
Like, his shit be theatrical. Like, if he talking about shooting, it'll be a car skirting off and guns going. Like, he had the whole goddamn MMG on that motherfucking gunplay. Meat Mill, like, come on, bro. Amsterdam took me to a whole nother level.
Amsterdam?
When I heard that whole, I used to play Amsterdam back to back, non-stop. Like, the way that little sample went, like, they ain't even making beats like that no more. Niggas be scared to get on them beats.
Nah, you right.
Bro, Three Kings.
Was there a fucking Dice Pineapples on that shit?
Yes.
Presidential.
Oh
Goddamn,
you can't hold me back. 9/11, all that shit.
16s ain't enough.
16s ain't enough.
Bro, we got one of the coldest verses from Andre on there, bro.
Damn, see,
One of the coldest.
you put me back in perspective. I mean, listening to the shit, but I forgot. 16s, Dice Pineapples, 9/11, Presidential, Amsterdam, Three Kings. All of this shit is
Wait, 10 Jesus pieces.
10
Jesus
It's
pieces,
all on
bro.
the same fucking album, bro.
I remember
that
that was back when niggas was still doing CDs. Like, I had
I had the CD. I have it. Yeah.
I had that. I don't know what happened.
I have it. Damn, you are correct.
That album, bro, is just that whole spoke.
You gotta give us Amsterdam as some background music.
And that's I got you. And but we didn't really play it though. It's a different version.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but that was also back when Currency dropped Stoned Immaculate. So it was just a good time.
Stone Immaculate, Crit first commercial album dropped that year too. Cause look, bro, I fuck with Currency so hard. Let me tell you, bro, when Pilot Talk 1 dropped, they had it to where you might not have been able to find it in stores. I bought 3 copies off Amazon. Was able to find that shit at a local Best Buy and bought that shit. I had 4 copies of Pilot Talk 1. I had 3 copies of Pilot Talk 2. Then when Stone Immaculate dropped, I bought that shit on iTunes. And then Google got on Best Buy website, put in a zip code to find that motherfucker and bought the physical copy. Like, I'm not gonna get into Currency and what he means to the game right now. I'm not gonna do that because I feel like our next episode, that'll give us something to talk about. Because Currency, to niggas like me, to niggas that love Nip, to niggas that idolize fucking Wiz, to where Wiz can sell out a fucking 20,000 seat venue, 10,000 seat venues and shit like that. I feel like that all stems from Currency, and we'll get to that another time.
Oh, we can have a whole show talking about it.
Yeah, we can. Nah, for real. Like the next episode.
Right. But yeah, man, we are definitely gonna have to have a whole conversation about the Currency and Wiz effect, because I do think Currency, when he talk that big dog talk, like, you know who really started it? I think he is really the nigga that started a lot of this shit.
Oh yeah, Currency got kids out here, bro. Niggas just don't want to own
full grown babies.
Yeah.
You know, and then I noticed it, well, like I said, we'll get into it another time, but when it comes to Ross, man, Port of Miami 2 is going to be it's definitely something that I'm looking forward to.
It's going to be something for niggas that appreciate real rap.
Real rap.
You know what I'm saying? Not to knock the futuristic shit, because we fuck with that too, but Port of Miami 2 is going to be something that we can appreciate, like literally from a hip hop aspect. He going to give us fire ass samples. He going to give us good ass bars and hooks.
Right.
Interludes, like all of that shit. So
and I feel like Ross has gotten to the point to where he's not a regional artist anymore, so I don't think his album is going to be the best Southern rap album like they try to do niggas in rap. I feel like Ross' album is gonna be like one of the best albums to drop this year. I think he surpassed his where he's from. I think niggas on all coasts respect Ross. I think he's a global artist now. So when Port of Miami 2 drop, I'm not expecting it to do the hugest numbers. I don't expect it to do 150.
Man, and a lot of albums that get slept on usually be hard. You feel me?
Numbers wise,
I feel like on some real shit, when Ross drops, whatever Future drops, because I heard he's gonna drop something else this year.
Right.
The Future shit is not gonna be harder than what Ross finna drop. I feel
People are actively and have been actively turning on Future since Evil. So
since Evil though?
Yeah.
Nah, niggas tripping. You tripping if you turned on Evil, bro.
Nah, but that's where niggas started around that time. They started, they try to tell me that, because you know I'm a big Future fan, they try to tell me that Future is redundant, and we know that's not the truth. But
I mean, you can't. Here's the thing, bro. We're gonna speak on that real quick. For niggas that say that, what the fuck do you expect him to back down from DS2 with? He came Evil. Evil was as good as you could get after DS2, bro.
it was in that same vibe, it was in that same breath.
But he pushed the futuristic shit a little bit more. Like some of them beats, bro. Come on, bro. Goddamn Southside and TMA, they did that motherfucking thing, bro.
That 7 Rings, you can't tell me nothing is better than 7 Rings. Out of that era of Future, but
come on, bro. I'm trying to fuck the DA. That beat was just, that was Southside's finest right there.
Mouth though. Yeah.
That's the problem with Future, nigga. Go link back up with these niggas, bro.
Yeah, I need Southside. I need Metro. I need TM88. I need Nard and B. Niggas don't put enough respect on Nard and B. I need Nard and B.
Nah, Nard and B came up with a lot of the tracks on Monster, bro. So hypothetically, without Nard and B, Future might not even be where he's at right now.
I feel like Future. I feel like right now Future is Future. He's just gonna do what he gonna do.
But you know what?
We obviously at that point.
Future is like, Future, but since we talking about Southside, bro, you heard about that Kodak Black shit?
Yeah.
Oh, as far as him, I guess he made a freestyle from jail.
Yeah.
And, you know, I guess he said something about Southside's baby mama was talking about hitting her in the stomach. I don't really know. I haven't seen the freestyle, but
what he said was that I gave a ring to Young Miami. She wanted to have 808 baby. Next time I see the bitch, I'm gonna hit her in the stomach. Somewhere along that lines.
I feel like this out of line, bro. But
yeah, definitely out of line.
Oh, here's the thing. It's two things about it. One, Kodak probably don't know no better. You feel me? He just a young nigga out here enjoying life.
Sure.
And two, no one has checked him yet. So I feel like he got a hold on what he doing.
I feel like T.I. tried to check him,
him.
but T.I. tried to check him on the internet, and young niggas ain't respecting that shit. And then also, I feel like Kodak is a hood nigga though. Kodak is like the epitome of a hood nigga. Kodak is damn near as raw. And I hate to make the comparison, and don't kill me for this, but I think he's like what Pac was. Pac was 25 when he died. Pac was doing a lot of dumb shit. I think Kodak is just doing a lot of that same dumb shit.
I feel like Kodak is more ignorant than Pac.
Yeah. Way more ignorant, but when you listen to his rhymes, you know, when he said on his new album, I just took my nigga charge like I'm not rich. I guess he ain't take my charge because he ain't have it in him. When you say things like that, I know that you're smart enough to understand life.
Right.
So I understand. I love Kodak Black. And that's just real. But I think a lot of the time when you get him to just have a conversation like what we had, he gonna always be a hood nigga because that's his first state of mind. Like the same shit he said about Lauren London and Nipsey. Nipsey had just died maybe 2 days, and then the nigga caught him.
My nigga popped to have a quick, and was just like, you know, I fuck with Lauren, talking about this and that. You know, she probably don't need a year to cry over that nigga, but you know, I'll be the nigga where she cry on her shoulder just so I can get that pussy. And you like, well, damn, it's disrespectful, but you know niggas like Kodak. So if you know niggas like Kodak, and then you know, if you sit down and have a conversation with a nigga that's like Kodak, he gonna tell you some shit like this. And then y'all can create dialogue after that, but right.
That's like that whole Tyler interview with cause like he was, if you see that interview, it's a great interview, but he was just saying just like,
but the freestyle was extra.
He was like that the whole interview.
I didn't see the interview. I saw the freestyle, and the freestyle, he's just like,
and the whole time Tyler like was just making that nigga uncomfortable the whole time. But that's just Tyler.
But
you gotta take people.
So is he gay or not?
Sometimes. I think nigga probably really gay, but you know,
all them niggas being gay. I mean, honestly, not to get too deep into that, but after Frank Ocean came out, and everybody was always like, hey, man, Tyler Creator and they kind of not weird, but they different.
Right.
I kind of knew it was only a matter of time before everybody came in.
They call that shit Odd Future. I'm sure that's not on mistake. That's not by mistake.
Right.
You know, they are definitely giving us an Odd Future.
He has some really flame songs, and I still listen to his old shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But with the
why we on that RP Mac Miller?
RP Mac Miller, man, I was not the biggest fan. These niggas know the shit I was sending in the group.
RP Mac Miller.
Yeah.
For real, that shit was
Yeah,
crazy.
man. Just to kind of cap over some shit. We don't know what's up with the Yella Beezy and MO3 shit.
Mend it, put it together.
Man, if they could just put it back together, that'll be cool. But at the same time, if it doesn't come back together, it's understandable. You know, because the way the shit goes sometimes.
Real
but
shit.
if y'all niggas can come up, that'll be the best for both of y'all and the city. Goddamn, female rappers really on the come up. I really want to see more of that.
Hell yeah.
Straight up. Shout out to Megan and the whole
Man, shout out
Ace
to everybody,
Time.
man.
Yeah. Secret Law.
And she putting on
Tierra Whack, Maya,
Rico Nasty.
You know, they got nobody.
Bally
Dreezy.
Baby, she hard.
You said who?
Bally Baby.
Okay, Bally Baby.
Like I
Cash
said,
Doll. I want to marry you and give you my
Oh my God.
child.
Yeah.
Cincy Molly, check her out.
Check her out.
For real.
All the female rappers, we fucking with y'all. Straight up.
Like, niggas gotta come off that shit.
We gotta tag all the
We all fucked up now talking about popping Zans and we doing the same shit.
Yeah.
While they over here on that bag talk, and that's the difference.
And that's the difference.
Megan
Megan is smarter than y'all, but y'all will catch up in some
Get it
point.
together.
Rick Ross album, classic. I'm calling that at least a 9 out of 10 right now.
And I ain't heard it yet. And only
So,
heard
and
it.
y'all gonna be able to hold me to that nigga because this shit getting uploaded.
And I'm riding for my niggas.
And
So
I'm fucking with that. So guaranteed, I'm stamping that hoe. I ain't stamped no other album recently, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be a classic. I can't wait for it to drop.
Straight
Even
up.
though I kind of can, because I got court right after that. But
Yeah, I need it today type shit.
yeah, I need it right now.
I don't need no videos no more, Ross. Just don't give us that product. I'm ready. I'm really ready.
God. Goddamn. Kodak.
He just
it's
a
fucking
nigga.
Kodak. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga. We all got a cousin or a brother or
It's
somebody
just like that.
He's a hood nigga. He gonna say retarded shit that make the most sense that you don't have to agree with in public because you know you had it in the blessings of your four walls. I say a lot of ignorant shit. Matter of fact, last time we was at the studio, you told me, man, G, you done seen too many Mac movies. Nah, bro. I didn't see Superfly the original till last year. I'm just ignorant about hoes. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but you get it. If y'all know a nigga like that. We all know a nigga like that, man. But on the cool, I hope y'all had a good experience this go around, man. This is episode 3. I'm proud of us. Me and Savoy, we are making an effort to take time out of our weeks, out of our days, out of our moments to come through here and give y'all this great content.
Shit. We actually want to do this shit. Yeah.
Nah,
so it's not
straight
even
up.
a chore. It's not a job. Like
At all.
We literally came up with this because we love music.
Love it.
You know, we do music. So just to sit down and talk about it and get it recorded and actually get feedback, we really fuck with that. And we fuck with y'all for fucking with us. You know
100.
We goddamn
Like,
always.
subscribe, tell your friends, tell your homeboy that love rap, tell your homegirl that love music. Make sure you plug us in, man. We are the Suburban Hood niggas, the Suburban Hood Cash, man. And by the way, I am G Bailey. We got my special guest, goddamn.
Young Harold, aka Lavon Watts.
Lavon Watts.
Y'all already know I'm Savoy, so shit. We'll link in with y'all niggas next week.